So your guys' ship, and I'm keeping track of this for you, has taken 4 points of damage, but you guys have managed to do 8 points of damage to their ship. Their ship is a little bit bigger than yours.
Don't blow it up while we're on it. Fucking hell.
Yes.
I'm trying to target specific systems. Once again, I'm asking Niobe to target specific systems with my tactician callouts.
Okay, so that's what you guys are doing. What is the first system you guys would like to target?
Like I said, external targeting systems, external targeting sensors and such.
Okay, so that's what you guys are doing. Okay, on the ship, you guys are getting close to the bridge. You guys see a couple just really kind of ashen-faced men guarding the bridge. As you guys kind of come around a corner, you can see down the hallway. It's the bridge, but standing out outside the bridge, outside the doors, are 2 guards, and they look sick. And you guys probably are able to suss out that these guys look sick, probably because they spent a ton of time in Slipspace. But they don't look like strapping paragons of like health. They look a little bit dead to you guys. So what are you guys' plans?
Well, fall before our blades then, I think.
I'll do the one on the right, you can do the one on the left.
Yeah, simple.
Okay. Well, let's do the one on the right first. What do you plan on doing?
Me? That's me, isn't it? Yeah. I'm just going to charge with my spear and just ram my spear through his face, I guess, is the aim.
Oh, come on. That's not cool.
Well, if I pierce his face fully, he won't be able to let out any warning.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. Go for it. You have a -6 to your roll, so your melee skill -6.
Okay. That's still quite high. I'm just reading shit. I'm just making sure I haven't got anything extra to add to this roll.
Add on to this roll?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're probably really good anyway. I mean,
I'm +10, but I'm just -6 is only +4, so it's not as good. Oh, 21 though.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Now this is what happens with mooks and rentagoons. They don't get a con roll. They just collapse. They're gone. They don't get anything. So Iolaus darts up, stabs this guy right in the face. He falls over dead. Then Baruch comes up and does what?
Does
1 glory for you, by the way, James.
16. So that's not that's just a regular success, isn't it?
Yeah, but a regular success sometimes is all you need.
Yeah, well, it's 18 damage from my poleaxe.
That is a lot of damage, and even with his 3 points of armor, he takes 15 points of damage. And lo and behold, he only has 15 hit points. So you guys dart up first. So both of you get 1 glory for that. As you guys both dart up and just stab these guys and kill them both. Then what?
I think there's another fist bump.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then into the bridge.
Well, what we'll do is I'll go to the door mechanism. And and then I'll get whatever. We'll go up to the door. I'll open the door. He goes in, and I'll follow in behind him, so we're one swift motion. If that makes any sense.
That's good. I was thinking you were gonna tell me to kick the door in, then, and that's not going to work with my serpentine body. So I'm glad you didn't say that.
I slap the door in.
Yeah, just tail slap it. Go in. Yeah.
I like it. Okay. So that's what you guys are doing. Meanwhile, outside the ship, they are trying to disable your ship as well. So, Aura, what would you like to do this round?
Does my ship still need piloting right now? Or are we in a good position?
Well, they are actively shooting at you guys.
Okay.
So
then I will not be giving...
You don't necessarily have to. You could just hope that, your guys' shields withstand, the barrage.
I'll pilot the ship rather than give people +2s this round. And this round, if the sensors... So when we were targeting the sensors, did we seem to do any damage to those? Because that should stop them from shooting us.
Well, it won't stop you from shooting. This means they will shoot less accurately.
Well, yes, less accurately.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So no, you guys got your intent. Like she shot. Like you told her where to shoot. Like because essentially the special effect is that you're seeing stuff, but really what you're doing is basically finding a weakness and exploiting it, which means you get to do extra damage.
Right.
So that's what you did for Niobe, and then she shot, and so she did twice as much damage as she would normally do.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Before I offer you that, let's retcon back and roll back. Niobe, you rolled a 19. If you would add 1 hero point, it would have been a critical. Would you have liked to have done that?
Oh my God.
You have a lot of hero points right now, I think.
Yeah, I do. I can spare one more. That'd be fun.
You can spare one more? Okay. What happened was we're going to say with that critical that basically, yeah, you guys are taking out basically their sensor array, or at least their targeting systems, or whatever you would call it on the ship. So the ship is still shooting at you. It will still do the same amount of damage when they hit. However,
it's a lot harder.
They have less of a bonus to hit you guys.
Okay. Do they have a centralized weapon system, or does it seem like a scattered weapon system?
Oh no, they've got turrets all over the ship. There's
right,
turrets.
But does it look like basically the turrets are linked up to a computer, or does it look like basically that each turret is manned individually?
No one in Hellenes allows a computer to do what the person can do. It's all manpower. There's a dude, or
so is there a way for our lasers to spray across turrets or anything like that?
You would just take multiple actions. That's essentially what you would be doing, is taking multiple actions to hit multiple locations.
Okay. Yeah. This turn, I will actually forego the piloting for the moment and give everybody the +2s to their rolls, because hoping that they're inaccurate enough. And in addition to that, while I'm commanding, what I'm going to call for is I'm going to utilize another weakness if I see basically that oftentimes this kind of stuff, there's a centralized turret that is protecting the bridge or something, or some navigational hub that is calling out orders. And so I'm going to see if I can get our gun in a position to shoot that. And I'm going to help Niobe with that. And so I'm going to be using my second of my extra 10 damage this round for that. Okay,
cool. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Niobe, make your roll.
And you are giving +2 to our rolls?
+2 to all roll. Yeah, all.
Are you doing your tactician? Okay. Just to clarify, the people on board the ship, they will not get that +2.
It says everyone on my team that I'm in contact with.
Right, but how are you?
We're on
like?
comms.
Right, no, but what I'm saying is how are you directing them when you can't see them or see what type of?
Sure, that's fine. No problem.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally get that. I'll give her +2s.
So go for it with your +2, Niobe.
I'm glad I had that +2. That's terrible.
I will tell you this, Niobe. If you can some way add an additional 8 points on top of that, and get another crit, I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, I've got a few hero points left. I'm willing to spend them to help this if you want.
You can't spend them. You could give them to her, but then that would be an action. And essentially in Hellas, if you want to give away hero points, you clasp hands and wish the other person good luck, and then you can
okay.
hero points.
Well, not giving her.
But for the moment, this is what she can do. You can tempt fate, which you have to do that before the roll, but I'll allow you to do it after the roll, if you would like to.
Why not? We've been having so much fun.
Okay.
Is that just a straight 1d20?
No, tempting fate. You tell me how many hero points you would like from 1 to 6.
I have 3 hero points left.
That will get you to that'll get +6, turning your 12 into an 18. You would need 1 more hero point.
I only have 3. That's my issue.
Right, but what I'm saying
is you are asking for.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
see.
need to ask how many you want. 1 to 6.
Oh,
you can have 1 to 6.
Perfect. 1 then. Let's go.
Okay. So you temptate for 1 hero point. And what exactly did you roll on this roll? Ah, that's exactly what you needed. Did you want to take 2 hero points? Might as well.
Might as well.
Well, because you're getting ready to take a point of fate anyway.
Okay.
So, you might as well take 2 because you get half as many. So you might as well take 2. So what you can do with that other hero point is put that on damage as well. So that, it's a ton of damage on top of a crit.
Super effective.
Yeah. So instead of doing 10 points of damage, you would have done 20 points plus an additional 4 points, meaning you would have done 24 points of damage.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
there's my other 10 points of damage for you. Boom.
There you go. So you guys are, and you guys, the ship gets hit for.
Do we? Because they're really inaccurate, hopefully.
They are really inaccurate. So you guys don't get hit for the full amount because they got a partial success. So your ship, because you guys let go of the controls, or maybe you set it on autopilot or something, or maybe you have Calimosis like flying. He's like, I can.
Thinking.
Yeah.
So he's up there flying, and he's like, I can't do it. And the ship
you can't see over the ship steer.
I can do it. So he's doing that, trying to keep the ship going. You're like directing. You're like, over there, shoot over there. You guys shoot. There's a huge explosion, but your guys' ship gets hit in return. So, your ship is being damaged as you guys are damaging their ship.
Totally get it. Totally fair.
Yeah. So, on the bridge of the ship, you guys burst into the bridge. And this is what you see on the bridge. You see some more, you see a bunch of bridge crew who all just have really ashen complexions, just going about their work kind of methodically and robotically. All of them look sick, which kind of makes you guys, you ever been around a sick person and then you start kind of feeling sick because you're like, sick people, gross. So, and that's kind of the ick kind of feel you guys get. However, on a palanquin, with 4 people around it, and the palanquin's basically you guys see people carrying around people on a palanquin and stuff like that. You see this woman, and she's sitting up there, very attractive woman, but she has a malevolent demeanor to her. And standing next to her is that woman you saw on the ship, the one with the bat wings.
Cool. You owe me some wine.
Once again, yes. Let's toast it after we've defeated these people.
What are you guys going to do? The one woman, the one with the bat wings, she kind of moves to intercede between you and the woman in the palanquin. And she bares her teeth again, showing you her just gnarly looking mouth and split lips.
Well, I'm going to say, I'm going to say to Brack, I'm going to be like, last time why you didn't succeed? Because you didn't have me assisting, and I'm just going to charge the woman with my bloody spear.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to charge her?
Can we cool. Charge together? Can we do it together? Can we be heroically?
Yeah, the old one too. I think.
You guys can actually make a phalanx, which actually makes it harder for you guys to be hit because you guys are locking shields and moving forward.
Sure. Yeah. This is Sparta, buddy. This is Sparta.
Yeah. But you guys can absolutely lock shields and then just kind of move forward slowly towards her.
Sure.
If you want.
Yes.
Or you guys can charge, and charging will actually give you different bonuses.
Oh shit! What should we do?
Glory. Let's charge.
Charge.
We're not going to move forward. We don't know what. There's probably some strange sorceries afoot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
there's a pelican. So we might want to just charge and
Sparta.
Okay, so you both run forward. Since you guys have initiative, you guys will both definitely go before me.
For the honor of Sparta. There we go. That's a slight variation for the honor of Grayskull.
Right. Oh, Baruch, you're going to let him get in the honor of Sparta? What about your home?
I will just shout out for the honor of the Gorgons straight, where he says Sparta, I'll just shout it a little louder if I can. Gorgons.
So you one up Iolaus, and you guys both rush in. Are you both attacking the bodyguard?
The woman that,
I think so. Yeah, both go for her.
Yeah, we're gonna. Okay. She's the bigger threat. Well, we think she's the bigger threat at the moment. She might not be, but yeah, she's gonna be the. Yeah, She's not escaping this time.
Oh no. So go for it. She has a -12 to your rolls.
-12 to our rolls? Jesus fucking Christ.
I know. It's
I'm gonna push over.
You're certain. Who cares? You're gonna roll well.
Definitely spending a hero point to put up to 21 as well.
Okay.
I'm at minus.
Crit.
I'm at -2. Oh my god, this isn't going to go well. Oh dear.
Well, that's just a 0, and that would probably be a critical.
We now know why he didn't want to train Calamosus.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many points? Hang on.
Anything else you'd like to spend on that?
Can I ask something? How many
Yes,
points
sir.
do I get for hero points? How much can I raise?
It's on your character sheet, so for you have 10 hero points to start with.
Actually, I've got something even better for you that you can do. You have something called Tyche,
Oh yeah, I can
which is
reroll.
a
Yep.
luck. So,
Oh yeah.
if
They
like,
reroll 1 failed roll per game.
yep, by you or any other player that pertains to the character.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll this.
Okay.
Much
See,
better.
me commenting on the Calamosus thing clearly helped. Yay! Congrats.
So,
Well
I
done.
will offer
Another
you.
hero point to crit.
Yep, you can do a hero point to crit if you would like.
Yes, please.
Okay, so both of you rush in and stab at her, both basically piercing vital organs. Now, how much damage does the Rook do? 15?
I'm going to spend 2 hero points. You say you spend 3 at a time. I'm going to spend 2 more to give +4 damage. So that'll be, +8 damage, isn't it? So that's 23.
Plus 8 damage. Okay, awesome.
23.
How about you, Aeolus?
So could I spend a hit to addition? How does it work?
Absolutely. Yeah. Because you spent 1 to make it a crit, and
Yeah.
now you can spend an additional 2 for damage if you would like.
Yes, please. I'd like to do that. So,
Fantastic.
So it says DR8 plus strength.
Yes, plus your strength, which is
So
3. So
3.
you do 11 points of damage
Mm-hmm.
with that. So you do 11. So you would do a total of, you spent for 8 points, so you do 19 points. So this poor young lady.
So I just picture them skewering from both sides, and now they're like trying to shake this woman up and down, trying to tug of war their weapons back.
So yeah, you both like rush in and stab at her. So now I will make a con roll, and she has a very prodigious con. So for the first one,
Sorry if I keep looking behind me, but there's a police
that's
helicopter.
good.
There's a police helicopter flying around, and I heard a load of sirens a little
Oh,
while
dear.
ago. So I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. Hold on. So I got +10. You did 4 points. So she gets. So she got a partial on that first one, and she crushed the other one. So both of you stab her. She screams out while holding her spear and her shield, and you guys have done damage. Now, since she got a partial on that one, she doesn't collapse and go unconscious. What happens is now she's fighting wounded, which means that she has a penalty to all her rolls because she's bleeding profusely or concussed or what have you. Since Baruch did the most damage, give me a will roll as she looks at you with her eyes. And she has a blazing, piercing eyes as she looks into your soul. So give me a will roll minus. Give me a will roll -4. Please.
I'll see if I manage to do this. I'm going to look back in her eyes with my paralytic stare as well. If that's
Oh
Okay.
God!
Ooh,
Well, that
I'm
is
not
a
sure
failure.
yeah.
So you feel yourself willed in front of her. Oh, look at this. So basically, you will be acting as if you've already acted. She stunned you with her eyes by staring into you. And she does that, and as she's keeping her eyes on you, she just casually stabs with her spear into Iolaus. What is your parry, Iolaus?
9.
Okay. What's your evade? Which one's higher?
Parry's higher. It's 9, where evade is only +6.
Okay, so you've got a 9. So
What
let's
does
see.
the
So she's
what
got
does the shield do anything?
Actually, the shield does. It adds a +2, so your parry would be an 11. So, and so she gets a +1, but she also has a wound, so she actually has penalties. So with that -4, she still manages to hit you.
Okay.
Even with her penalties, bleeding profusely. Oh, cut through eating, blah blah blah. That's how she's gonna have to kill you now. She's pretty awesome. I like this character. But anyway, so she stabbed you for
I love how you root for your villains. It's really lovely.
well, you know,
They're all
she
his favorite characters. All the characters.
you take 13 points of damage minus your armor.
Okay.
So
I've got 2 armor.
whatever your armor is.
What? So if I've got 2, so I've got heavy cuirass armor, and I've got a heavy helmet. So what does that?
So you've got a total of 9.
All right. Yeah.
Total of 9.
Yep.
Minus the 13. So you take what is that? 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. All right. Cool. That's
okay. So that's what she did on the bridge of the ship. Now, both you and Baruch give me athletic rolls, -5. So you would give me a roll -4, Iolaus, and Baruch would give me a roll.
Well, my athletics is +4, so it'd be -1, surely.
Yeah. What did I say?
-4, you said.
Sorry. Yeah. So.
Oh, bollocks.
Okay. So 2 partials. The ship is being rocked because something outside this ship is just peppering the ship with like laser fire and hitting it in critical spots. So inevitably, because ships are all routed, everything on the ship is routed to the bridge. Stuff on the bridge starts exploding because that's what happens in these types of battles. That
do we see rocks explode? Because you know that happens on Star Trek quite a lot. Like
yeah, exactly. Like there's consoles that you have no idea why they're exploding on the bridge, but stuff is exploding. And that athletics roll was to stay on your guys' feet, which you do, but you guys are sliding, so you guys kind of lose some of your footing, which means your defenses are going to go down a little bit. But you guys still manage to stay up. You're not prone.
Joey, does that break the eye contact that I have with this bodyguard by any chance, though?
No, you can still do it. It just means that you guys almost fell down. Basically, it was a roll to see if you guys are falling because.
But the thing where she's looking at me and I'm stunned, has that stopped because I've rolled?
Oh no, you're still stunned. She basically just put something inside you that it's basically making your soul wilt. She's broken you emotionally by just staring at you. So yeah, you're still this round. Next round you will still be down 1 act because of that. However, outside, what are you guys still doing? Your ship is taking damage. Their ship is on fire. What's going on outside with Niobe and Aura?
How close are we to disabling the ship?
The whole ship? Well, you guys are
disabling it to, stop the shooting. I want to take the ship into the army. Therefore, I don't want to destroy the ship. I just want to disable the guns right now, and we'll repair them later.
You guys have done a substantial amount of damage, more damage than your small ship should be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because essentially every time you guys hit, it's like hitting twice.
I know, it's awesome. Now,
so,
he's an awesome shooter.
You know what? It takes 2. Let's be real. Thank you, Aura.
So you guys are doing damage, and you guys are like, their sensors are offline. You guys, like, the ship is taken way more damage than it ever took from like the space station attacking it or defending it.
That's because they have a tactician and a bang up shooter.
Yep. So yeah, the ship it's not ready to give up yet, but you guys are actually fighting above your weight class right now. So what would you like to do?
I don't know, Niobe, would you be interested in trying to disable the ship still, or do you think we want to change tactics?
I mean, I'm always good for surprise, so I like a change of tactics, but honestly, I want to be careful because we still have people on the ship.
Agreed. So what do you want to redirect to then? Or do we want to just disable the ship in some fashion still?
Right. You can disable the power plant. You still have that, which will take out its weapon systems. The engines, which will hurt a lot of stuff.
See, I was asking how to take out weapons earlier. You said I couldn't.
No, you can't take out the weapons. what you can do is take out their
Take
effect.
out the weapon system. Yeah, I wanted to know how to take out the weapon system. So now you told me I can. That's where I wanted to be directing, because that's where I wanted to direct last action.
if-
Let's
Open
go.
my big mouth.
Jerry, if she,
Niobe, is that okay with you, Renee?
if you,
Oh yeah, let's go.
if they shoot out the power plant, won't that also negate life support, and then we're gonna die?
No, because that's different from the engine room, right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Let's try it. Let's go.
Question:
So is
do
that-
our
is that what
comms
you're-
work? Could we give you a
Oh.
heads up?
That's
Well,
right.
duck calls.
Take a deep breath and
Yes.
Take a deep breath and pray.
And
yes,
you might want to hold it for a while.
yes, exactly. So are you continuing to like Calamosis fly the ship?
Yeah, that was my other question.
I got it. I've got it.
I'm gonna let him fly one more round. Plus, you know, he's here, so he gets a +2 to his defense rolls. Hopefully that transfers to the ship.
Yeah,
So,
I got it. I got it.
Yes, he gets a +2 to the rolls. So
Okay. So you're giving her a +2.
Yep, and him +2. Yep.
Go for it. Make your roll now.
Let's see if roll 20 is kind.
Oh, hold on. Oh man,
Yes.
these are crazy rolls. Okay, so
Roll
that
20
is
was very kind.
yeah, that's a ridiculous roll.
We're punching above our weight class.
Way above your weight class because I'm thinking Okay, so you do an additional 10 points. You don't have any more of your special secret sauce do 10 points of damage, do you?
No.
Nope.
This is just straight skill.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add on to this, like with hero points?
Well, you know, I mean, I now have lidless eyes of Artesia, but that has to do with perception checks. So I don't think I can put that
Right.
on here.
You
I
can
could
blow
add
hero points for
One
additional
with
damage if
acumen
you
of the
like.
hunter. That's about it. But I don't think that gets me anything extra.
You can blow hero points for extra damage if you'd like, but I don't know if you want to bother with that right
Do you
now.
have any hero points left?
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's true. You don't. I need to give you my last 3.
You might
Okay.
need 1 or 2.
Okay, so you guys just stick with that damage.
Mhm.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so that when you guys are shooting, the shields are taking most of it, but basically you guys don't do any damage this round, but you knock out their shield generator,
Okay, and
which makes them vulnerable, or makes
Okay.
them more, I should say.
and you counted the fact that she crit, right? Because she got
Yes,
a 27.
that's why the shield
Awesome.
went. So
Awesome.
you guys didn't do any damage. However, you took
Next
the
round
shield.
we will.
So the shields are going out. So you guys are still on the bridge fighting. You guys go first. Baruch, you feel like this like coldness inside you, but what do you plan on doing?
I plan on shaking that off, hopefully, because I am, after all, the bringer of woe. And there's 2 people here who need some woe brought to them by
like
the end of my
George.
axe. So yeah, if I trigger my epithet, what does that do? Is that
You
let
tell
know.
me, what is bringer of woe? How do you define bringer of woe? Basically, the only parameters is that it has to be something that deals with the dice roll. So you can't say bringer of woe just means you kill someone. Bringer of woe could mean, you know, when you hit someone, you know, maybe they missed like, you know, their con check, or maybe, you know, you always hit, or something like that. But it has to do with something where there's a dice roll involved.
Well,
If that makes
I kind of want it to be an attack on her, but I was hoping that might let me shake off the stun kind of thing.
You could define it as that, but then because like let's say if we were playing just a normal game of Hellenes, once you define your epithet, no matter what, when you use it next game, that's what it will be for. So if you said it shakes off a condition, then it will always shake off a condition. It won't be able to be used any other way. But you know, it's one shot.
Yeah,
But,
I'm fine with that, because actually that happens. It's the kind of thing that happens in combat quite a lot, doesn't it? And it's
Right.
always annoying. So I don't want to be helpless, or my friends might die. More people that I love meet their doom. So yeah, I'll use my bring of woe to shake off this condition.
Okay, so yeah, you are unflappable. So basically, she thinks that she basically crushed any type of will to continue fighting, and then she looks back up, and your eyes become like cold, orbs of steel. As you find the fortitude and gird yourself to move on, and then you do what?
Well, she can't crush me anymore. I've seen everyone I ever loved died so far, so I'm gonna then I slither forward with my axe and just
Now
try
he's
and
mad.
catch her unawares with an axe to the face.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
Would you like to tempt any fate? Since
I would certainly like to tempt fate. That
Hang on.
sounds.
How many
Can
would you
I
like,
go
sir?
for 4?
Do you know?
You absolutely may go for 4. Yes, please. So you can spin that. Are you spinning that on the roll, or are you spinning that on the damage?
I'm going to go for 2 each, I think.
Okay, go for it. Make that roll. So you have +4 to your roll, -12. So you have a -12 to your roll because of her,
But plus
and
4.
then you have a whatever you have. I don't know what your
plus 12. So, oh yeah.
Okay, that is a crit. And then you do how much damage?
Well, 2 fate on it. That will be +8, so that's 15, 23 to again.
23. Okay, so she has got to make a roll.
Sorry, I'm being a bit dumb. How many hero points did I just spend? Was it 3 hero points?
You can spend 3 per roll.
No, but how many did I just spend?
No, you spent 3. You spent 1 on attack and 2 on damage earlier. So you're at 7 of 10.
Are you asking how many you can spend?
No,
he's asking how many he spent earlier because he was trying to take it off his points.
And how many I took 4 hit points, was it? Last time?
Yep.
All right. That's...
You want to negate damage?
Can I negate
Or
damage?
Just take it? Yeah, you can negate a hero point. Although, no, you can't because you'd already spent 3 that round.
Okay, all right. All right, okay.
But you can, yes. You can absolutely negate damage.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She falls over. That hit
right.
sends her sprawling to the ground.
Can I stab
and when you hit her, you basically just crack right here, right into like her shoulder down to the collarbone. This gush of like black sticky blood, just syrupy like blood gushes from her all over your blade, all over you, and basically makes a silhouette behind you, a negative imprint silhouette behind you where the blood is sprayed all around. It's a Shogun assassin scene in here. And she falls to the ground, collapsing under the assault of Baruch, bringer of woe. And Iolaus, what are you doing?
Well, as she's dead now, and the woman in the little thingy, the carry thing, I'm gonna be like, give up now, and we may spare your life. And basically, I want to make them all give up because we clearly outnumber them.
Right.
Okay.
Well, 2 of you that have basically stormed this bridge, and she's a little strapped for competent bodyguards since they're all on the other ship. So you just say that for her to give up. She kind of throws up her hands. She'll throw up her hands and she says, I'm absolutely no harm to you, Spartan. You can see I'm nothing but a helpless woman. And she kind of raises up off the palanquin and steps onto the deck of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And now she starts walking towards you.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say, stay there.
She goes, I mean you no harm. And she tries to continue to walk forward, but you guys both notice when her feet touch the deck, they peel up, like the skin peels up, leaving a bloody footprint as she's moving towards you.
Oh, I'll stab her then.
You're going to stab her?
She
doesn't mean you harm.
Yeah, but she's not following my orders. So, we're in combat mode. She should stay where she...
I guess if you're using that logic, go right ahead and stab this helpless woman. Because I guess that is what you were wont to do. Minus 15 to your roll.
Minus 15?
Yeah, she's not helpless with that defense, though, is she? Like,
Minus 15 is minus 5. Oh, bollocks.
Did you get a -2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you like to keep that -2?
Yes, please.
Okay. So for your action, you stab at her with your spear because you told her to stop. You were adamant about it. However, she continues to move towards you. And when you stab at her, it's almost like her body or the image of her body splits into two. And you stab at nothing. But she's standing right next to you. She grabs the spear out of your hand.
Okay.
And throws it away. So you essentially, with your fumble, you just lost your weapon.
Okay.
The special effect is she grabbed it out of your hand. Then she's going to try to enthrall you. So do you have the resolve skill? There's a particular skill called resolve, which is not on your character sheet.
Nope.
So give me a will roll.
Brilliant.
So actually, Baruch, you give me a will roll as well.
Uh-oh.
And these are just flat will rolls, but she can hit everyone here. Oh, no, excuse me. Oh, go ahead.
Ah!
Wow, okay.
Ooh.
Neither of you are enthralled by her siren song.
I'm gonna.
So now
I'm gonna
Hold
play.
well, let's hold on to that because we have to go back outside to the
Okay.
ship that's defeating this ship. Now, were you going to give Niobe your hero points?
Yes. I'll give her
Okay.
2 of my 3 hero points.
Do you wish her good luck?
I do.
Give her some type of affirmation.
Actually, more specifically, my intention is to this turn give her my hero points as well as activate my enigma, and so I'm going to tell her. So I'm going to clasp her hands and I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to utilize my enigma and call on the perception attribute, my perception skill, and I wish to basically hone her aim using that enigma this turn while giving her my hero points. And may we strike true in that one spot that we need in the power plant.
Yes.
Okay. So she does that, Niobe, and what are you doing? Pew, pew, pew,
And I'll give her all 3 of my hero points.
No,
Okay.
no, you gotta keep one. You don't know what's gonna happen.
I can tempt fate if I need to.
All right.
I got this, says Calamos as he's flying.
Aren't we
I'm actually
already
gonna give
tempting fate?
So you're going to tempt fate as well?
No, I was saying, aren't we already tempting fate and pointing to our cabin boy?
Uh-huh.
That's right, exactly.
We'll
I've got
find
it.
his strength.
Got it.
Maybe it's piloting the ship. Maybe that
Yeah,
is what we're
exactly.
looking for. Let's hope.
Okay, so what does Niobe do?
Let's see if we can make this shot.
Cool.
What-
Hopefully, my giving you my that perception enigma helps. We'll see what Jerry decides to give us for that.
Yes.
Because I can use it per attribute once per game, once per session.
All
Is
right.
it per attribute?
Or
Or no, for your, oh, no, I see what you're saying. It's for your perception attribute.
yeah, for my perception attribute, I can use it once. Yeah.
Okay.
So because you're doing that, no
Per
+2
point of
from
attribute.
you. Straight
Mhm.
shot with my weapons. I have these 2, 3 hero points, which we generally apply
I'm back to piloting right now since I gave you my hero points. I can't give you the +2, so I took the wheel for the moment.
Oh, Calamosis is a little bit crestfallen. He's like, but I could do it.
You can, but Calamosis, I have a great deal of faith in you, but I need to aim this by the guiding hands of Poseidon himself right now.
Okay. Give me a piloting roll. Give me a piloting roll -5, because this is your second action. And Niobe, you give me your shooty roll. Are you tempting fate or putting anything on top of this before? Okay, so you make the piloting roll. So your ship does not get hit by the lasers. Pew, pew. And then, Niobe, what are you doing?
Do I go ahead and put them on now, Aura, or do you want me to wait and see what happens?
Oh, those you can put on after the roll.
After the roll.
Okay.
Fate.
All right, let's see what happens.
for the roll.
Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Let's try again.
Just use your the dice roller. You can actually explode out of holy mackerel.
Don't use a dice roll. Use that. That's the way to do it.
And don't forget, I gave her, whatever you want to give us for the enigma and stuff, and she has 0 points to blow on damage if we need.
I feel like you guys are in this epic fight on the ship, and through the comms, every so often you hear us like murmur, and then all of a sudden you hear, and the ship rocks.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to put hero points on the damage?
Yes, I would.
How many would you like to spend? All 3?
Let's put 2. I'll hold 1 in case we need 1 more.
Okay, so that's 18 more points. So hold on, that's
and whatever else you're giving for the enigma of me, calling upon my honing of perception for her.
Well, this is what you realize with your enigma, because basically it's used to figure out
information and the mysteries of the universe, and allow me to hone in on the universe. It says.
Yes. So this is what you figure out. This ship is an old ship that was sunk in Slipspace. On board this ship is a siren, a sorceress, who is basically looking for a super weapon that can only be fired by someone of a particular line, of a particular bloodline. So she stole someone who had that particular bloodline, and that someone actually died about 30 years ago. So
okay,
that is basically what she is doing. She is trying to kidnap someone off that station, and she has the remains of this warlord, and with those she have a super weapon.
On comms, I call out, "Beware, Poseidon has spoken to me. There is a siren aboard that ship that has only one aim, to kidnap someone on the station so that she may power a great weapon. Find the siren and kill her. Stop her."
Cheers for that.
I think we found her.
Great.
Or we're in the process of trying to kill her. Her song's really nice, though.
So this is the situation. You two are on board a ship, on the bridge of a ship, and you guys are fighting a siren sorceress. You guys have dispatched her bodyguard, who's laying there bleeding out her own blood, or its blood, because you're not even really sure if this thing has a gender or not. She tried to beguile you guys, but it didn't work out. You guys managed to withstand her psychic assault, and then she tried to move up on you. You stabbed at her, lost your spear, and survived her psychic assault. Meanwhile, outside, you guys have been just bombarding the ship with all sorts of laser fire. You've disabled it. Its power plant, you've taken its shields offline. The sensors are gone. And now the power plant is gone offline from you guys' last super assault. By the way, just so you guys know, your ship usually does 10 points of damage, and this battleship has a shield that can negate 12 points of damage, and it has 65 hit points on it. You guys have done 46 hit points worth of damage.
Wow.
Just to put it in perspective, your guys' ship can take.
Told you we should attack.
Yeah, it's
tactician here. I know where to attack.
That's right. You guys have managed to hit it in its owie spot. So we will move back onto the bridge of the ship. She moved up in every.
For awesome aim.
It is in these crazy rolls, ridiculously high rolls. So the ship, the engines are offline. There's another ship, though, that you guys see leaving the space station, like a smaller ship, heading this way toward the battleship. So there's that. Anything you guys plan on doing there? Calamosis, Niobe, and Aura. Excuse me, since you guys aren't able, I can't just.
Should somebody hail that ship? Calamosis, this is your moment.
Well, he gets on and he starts hailing the ship, but there's no reply from the ship, and it's heading toward the battleship.
Disable it.
What? You guys are going to fire on the little ship too?
Well, do I believe that we can disable it without blowing it up or without hurting?
No, you guys absolutely can. But I'm just saying, it hasn't done anything. It's just trying to go back to the battleship. That's all.
Trying to go back to the battleship. That's not a good thing.
No, definitely disable it because I know exactly. I have the insight of the universe. I know what's on that ship. That ship is what the siren came for. So disable that ship.
Oh, come on. You guys are mean mistreaters. Okay, so how are you guys going to disable the ship? Just with a shot?
Niobe, do you feel confident in it, or should we do a different way?
I mean, the shots are working. I'd like to stay with that.
I'm definitely going to be piloting this round and not give you the +2 because my intention is to pull our ship between. I've got full sail, so I can go pretty fast for us. I'm going to pull the ship between the battleship and that little shuttle and give you the best possible position. So I'm not going to give you the +2.
You can, because I'll be a swift shot.
Awesome. So yes, I'm going to pull our ship between the battleship and the shuttle, and I'll let her do her thing.
Okay. Cool. All right. So give me a piloting roll, -4. This little small ship starts shooting at you. And you realize once you get closer to it, it's basically a boarding ship. It's kind of like a ship that you would send the Marines on to go, do whatever skullduggery Marines do on other ships. Holy mackerel. You guys are out of control with these rolls. Okay. Now, Niobe, give me a roll. And you know what? Tell you what. We'll add on, we'll just change that into a crit. That's what we'll do. We'll take her critical roll for her piloting roll, and we'll say you guys maneuvered in such a way that you were able to critically hit that other ship, which is not as big as a battleship and does not have the capabilities. So you guys definitely disable it. You guys basically blast the engines as you guys move past it, and take out its engine, so it just starts basically tumbling head over heels now that it can't maneuver toward like the battleship. So it's making its way, but slowly as it.
Well done, Aura.
But on
Niobe.
what are the two boarding party members doing? There's this woman. She kind of split because of some type of illusionary deception, and grabs Iolaus's spear, throws it to the side. And in that split second, when she throws it to the side, her illusion comes down. And instead of being like this very distinguished woman, you see this creature, scaly, blackish green, like this kind of meaty membrane between her arms and her torso, kind of like a wing or something, like a flying squirrel or some type of.
I want to make sure that Brugg can hit her with his weapon. So what I want to do is I want to grab her, grapple her, and just spin around behind her, and then just basically just try and hold her in place so that Bragg can get a really good fucking hit.
Okay. Well. Roll your pancration, which is your wrestling. Mm-hmm. You have a +6. Now, you're going to have a -15 to this roll, meaning you will have a minus. What is it?
9.
15.
9.
-9.
Yeah, you'll have a -9. However, you can tempt fate, sir, for up to 6 hero points if you would like.
And what does tempt fate do?
Well, basically, I would give you as many hero points as you like, up to 6 points. And those hero points can be used for damage. They can be used for your attack roll, however you want to use those points.
Okay.
But if you roll a 1 through 5 or fail the roll, you take half as many fate points to your character, and you can only take up to 10.
But I'm at -9 to this roll.
You would be at -9, but if you tempted fate, you could get up to 6 hero points, meaning you could add +12 to your roll. Basically, I'd be giving you additional hero points to use if you would like.
Sure.
Okay. How many would you like?
What's the difference?
You can have up to 6 if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay. Would you like to use those on the to hit roll?
I'd like to use 4 of them on the hit roll.
Okay. And what will you use the other ones for?
damage. No.
Well, you
no.
won't be doing any damage.
No, I'm not doing any damage. I'm going to use them all to grapple her. All 6 of them
Okay,
to grapple.
so then you turn that -9 into blah, 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 a +3 to your roll. So give me a roll +3.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let me tell you about what a grappling roll does in Hellenes. Basically, when you grapple someone, their defense goes down to 0, which means instead of having a -15 to hit, Baruch doesn't have, he has a flat roll. He has, what do you have to hit, Baruch? What is your
Plus
weapon?
12.
Again?
Plus 12.
You have +12 to hit. And since you rolled a crit, it's going to be way hard for her to actually break your grapple. So she takes your spear out of your hand. You dash at her, grapple her, and hold her and turn her toward Baruch, who, what are you doing, Baruch?
There's just a poleaxe in my head that's going to go. We've trained like this before, I'm sure. So the fact that it's going towards both of your necks doesn't worry you, Iolaus, because you know always I just cut the neck nearest to me, not yours behind her.
Sure,
So,
I trust you. I trust you.
It looks riskier than it
also,
sounds.
Okay.
Also,
But see, you guys need to be bickering while you're doing that too, because you guys have shown yourselves to be bickering. So he's like, "Wait, you're not going to do that maneuver?" Yes, I am. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
No. We're in combat now. We trust each other. We don't bicker when we're in combat.
Go.
So in combat, are you just arguing about who's buying the next drink then instead?
Before and after, yes.
Every other hour of the day.
Got it. So afterwards, you'll be like, "I can't believe you did that."
Yeah. Right, go for it. I'm going for it. Oh yes.
Okay.
22.
Now, would you like to spend any hero points to add to damage or anything?
Yes, I will spend the 1 hero point I have to add to damage. So that'll be 19 damage. And it's
Okay,
a crit,
that's a lot of
obviously,
damage.
as well,
Now, she doesn't wear any armor, so that means she has to make a con roll -19. But she does have some hero points, so she will attempt this con roll because she can't be dying. That's what she tells you. So you cut across her neck. So it's a -19, so she's going to drop that.
To a -13
Yes, exactly.
with 3 hero points.
So no, it's going to be. So hold on, there was 19. She did. So it'll be a -7 to her roll.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
So she rolled a fumble, which she could actually spend the hero point just to make it a normal failure, but she can't. So you slice across her throat, and the illusion, the visage that she has up, falls apart, and you see her for what she is. She is this terrible-looking creature, a siren, which maybe you've seen before in like pictures or whatever. But yes, she is a misanthropic, horrible monster of a thing. And you slit her throat, and she kind of collapses on the deck. But when she touches the deck, when her body touches the deck, you hear a sizzle as her body hits the ground. And you guys can smell this really acrid smell of like burning flesh. Like she doesn't burst into flames, but just where her skin is touching, it burns. The ship you guys managed to disable, and we go to like basically cinematic mode. Basically, you disable that ship, and through your guys'
above our weight class.
Is she dead?
That's right.
Is she dead?
Is she? She can be. She is right now. She is unconscious and dying, but she's not dead. But she did take half her hit points in one hit. But if you wanted to, you could give her the coup de grace.
Oh well, before Bragg, the bringer of Roe, does that, I'm gonna be like, don't take my stuff.
Yeah, before an arm blade just goes down and finishes off the neck, so a head goes rolling off along the bridge, I think.
Another fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump. Yeah.
Okay,
Friends
you guys.
that stay together.
That's right.
Yeah. Best of friends on the battlefield, I think. Yeah.
Basically, with her gone and her bodyguard out of commission, you guys managed to rescue the bride and the groom off of that ship that was heading toward the battleship with its complement of like boarding. Most of the people who were her soldiers, which were harpies and some of these thralls, those ashen-faced men, were on the station securing the bride and the groom so that they could find where this weapon was. And you guys find this out basically through Aura's ability to parse enigmas and through like the story that's been told that basically the map to this super weapon is encoded in the DNA of the descendants of Krytus. And the last remaining bits of Krytus, which all that was remaining was his hand, his arm and his hand, which was in a box that they were going to give back for the wedding. That would have activated the weapon, but you guys managed to stop it. So you guys are all hailed as heroes. All of you, by the way, take 10 glory for your action here.
Woohoo!
And you guys basically have the thanks of these two houses that have found like peace through the love of these two people who have basically brought these houses together. And you guys have kept them safe. And Calimosis, he gets glory as well because he was here doing it with you guys.
He piloted.
Yeah, so he gets glory because he participated in the adventure. So he's a fledgling hero now.
Yay!
So basically, that is the adventure that I had prepared for you guys tonight.
That was awesome.
So yeah,
that was
Thank
really
you.
guys,
good.
Absolutely
So
awesome.
fun.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Thank you very
did
much for the game.
some nutty stuff, but no, that's pretty much Hellas in a nutshell.
Obviously, when
how
we
it's
get back,
played.
to the ship, I'm like to Aurora, artifact.
I tell him it still wasn't an artifact. I saw into the universe and it wasn't an artifact.
Never mind, Iolaus. Open that wine. Open that wine that you've won off me.
Hang on,
Yes,
Calimosis.
and let me take the first sip.
Yeah, Calimosis basically, he takes it and unscrews it, and he takes the first drink.
I look at him disgusted because you're supposed to water the wine down, but okay.
Right. So yeah, he takes the first drink and pats you guys on the back as if he is an equal, even though he has to reach up to pat you guys.
Yeah.
Says, "Well done, men. Well done." And yeah, lounges back on the couch on your guys' ship, and yeah, you guys can, the way he's sitting, you guys can see all the bits because he's just wearing his little chitin. But
Follow-up is to find that weapon. Next adventure, find that weapon.
that's your next.
Get it out of that guy's hands.
Yeah, you would need. It's encoded in the DNA of
Get some blood off that guy.
She's
He
gonna,
owes us.
that's right. Take her blood so you guys can find the weapon. But yeah, that is basically the story or the little adventure that I had.
That's really
awesome.
good. Thank
Fade
you very
to
much.
black.
Thank you. That's
Okay.
awesome. You guys
Thank you all
are
very much.
awesome.
Yeah.
How long
Right.
did we run it for? Who did that one run for?
Sorry?
How long
How
did it
long
run?
did we run for total?
Well,
Well, we started at 7, so it's now nearly 12 o'clock. So we've done nearly 5 hours.
so we did an actual game. That was an actual session. Yeah, that was pretty long. Sorry that it took so long.
That's
but,
all right. That's all right. So we're going to do some shout outs. Naomi, if you want to shout out your thing.
You can find me, if for some reason you wanted to, at RM Solberg on Twitter.
Awesome. We'll find you. Anyone else?
That's it.
Just bear with me.
Alice?
Hang on. No, hang on. Oh, it's Renee, isn't it? Renee.
Yeah, Renee. Yep.
Renee.
I-
Yeah, Alice.
I am the host, one of the two hosts of Babies with Knives podcast, where a podcast focused on character creation, crash courses, and actual plays, enabling people to become enabling access to a wide variety of tabletop role-playing games, taking out the intimidation or the I didn't know factors. So come and join us. You can also find me as one of the hosts of Fraud God Games channel as well, YouTube channel. And I do a little bit of stuff here and there, so you'll find me floating around various streams. And BWK info should be dropped in the show notes momentarily for you all.
Thank you. Guy?
Yeah, I have a blog in which I talk about one-shot games like this. Not this specific one, because I've just played it now, so haven't blogged about it yet.
It's not written up yet?
It's not, no, live as we were doing it. If I was a bit slow, I was still doing like post, a sentence at a time. Yeah. So, yeah, you can find me there. That's burnafterrunningrpg.com. Like I say every time, don't go to burnafterrunningrpg. Sorry, don't go to burnafterrunning.com. That's a blog about running that some other guy does. I've got nothing against him, but you need the RPG, and otherwise you'll just be hearing about people running. I do like there's some adventures ready to run on them. There's like how to run X as a one shot. There's loads of like hints and tips. There's a few reviews. There's going to be a review of Jerry's game Mythic D6 drop in next week.
Awesome.
So yeah, check it out and follow it.
Jerry?
Well, you can find me like probably all over the internet. I think I'm not even sure what my Twitter handle is.
It's in there. It's
on the screen.
It's on the screen for them to click on.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Compare RPG. There you go. Yeah, Compare Publishing. Online. I'm online. Yeah, I'm just lurking about anywhere you guys look. Because I'm also self-involved and have a huge ego. Anytime I'm mentioned online, usually I show up because I Google myself often. So
Really?
I'm really That's right. So eventually I will show up. I will bubble from the ground and appear if my name is invoked anywhere.
What about so if we say it 3 times, yeah? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you gotta say it. Yes, go into a dark room, look into a dark mirror, and say my name 3 times, and then I will show up.
I was thinking Beetlejuice, but you know, fair enough.
That's how you get rid of me. You got to say it 5 times, and then I disappear. I'm like Mr. Mxpitalik, and if you make me say my name backwards, I go to a different dimension. So that's what I do.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for running it as well. As for me, don't forget to join the Chambers of Roleplay Discord. This is where you'll find most of us hanging out in the Discord. I usually do a RPG chat hangout once a week at the moment, usually on a Wednesday. So if you want to just come and hang out and just chat about role-playing games, you can. My Twitter handle is JamesCorpTV. That is a good place to see when I'm going live and other things. Facebook is still underused, but it is a thing. And if you want to watch the VODs, I think the VODs will be on my channel, but I'm going to hold them off for a bit until Jerry's posted them out on his channel first. But obviously,
No, go ahead.
But obviously, if you're a Patreon user, you will have early access to the Patreon as little as $1 a month if you want to support the channel that way. Or if you're watching on YouTube, that's the best way to support the channel. And also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching. And if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you really want to go the extra mile and you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the channel for free. But other than that, I'd like to thank everyone for playing. Thank you all for playing. It was a blast. And thank you, Jerry, for running. And we will see you tomorrow for Mutant Year Zero. So stay tuned for that. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Now you can touch that dial.